Hello, everyone, and welcome to the City of Quincy Board of License Commissioners meeting. It's 4 p.m. on Friday, February 28th. I should put these on. Oh, February 28th. And I will read into the record the open meeting law. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Sue, can you please call the roll?
Deputy Barron for Chief Jackson.
Present.
Detective Brown for Chief Keenan.
Present.
Commissioner Castle.
Present.
Director Conlon.
Present.
Chair Crispo.
Present.
5 members.
We have a full board here today, so with that, I will start agenda item number 1. Hearing regarding the request of Break Rock Brewing LLC doing business as Break Rock Brewing for an on-premise wine-only farmer series pouring permit for the premise located at 534 Victory Road. Proposed manager James Southwood. The applicant also seeks approval for alteration of licensed premise at 534 Victory Road to accommodate in addition of the licensed premise at 534 to accommodate the addition of the farmer's winery. The interior square footage of the premise will remain 5,015 square feet, 1,500 square feet of the existing brewery, and 150 square feet of the winery. The remaining square footage is a public tap room, bathroom, coolers, and storage. This is also 340 square feet of patio. Jay Southwood. Hi, Jay. How are you today? Come on up. Tell us what's going on at the brewery.
Sure. You caught me in a suit today, so if I ever show up in a sweatshirt with beer all over it, it's not an indictment on what I think of the board. So to back it out and put it simply, our customers told us that they wanted the option of purchasing wine if they don't drink beer or hard seltzer. To add wine, we had to become a licensed winery with both the federal government and the state. To do that, we had to peel out a small section of our brewery to separate as a separate area for the quote-unquote winery. So it's going to be a small, very small percentage of what we do. It's just the ability to offer it to folks that don't drink beer.
And you'll be doing that right there on the premise?
We're going to make the beer we legally have to make, but otherwise we're going to be working with a winery out of Franklin to bring in wines that are made, different varieties, and branded to Break Rock. So
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone here regarding Break Rock Brewery for winery only farmers series pouring permit? Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns? Okay, we're going to look for a motion on 2 votes today.
I'd like to make the motion for the on-premise wines only farmer series pouring permit.
second.
All in favor?
Aye. And second, I'd like to make the motion on the alteration of the licensed premise at 534 Victory Road to accommodate the addition of the farmer winery.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good luck.
Great. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Bye-bye. And agenda item number 2, here regarding the request of Quincy Hungry Tummy, Inc., doing business as Quincy Hungry Tummy for an all-alcohol beverage restaurant license for the premise located at 35 Franklin Street. Proposed manager Altina Pereira da Costa. The proposed license premise is 4,800 square feet of ground-level restaurant space featuring a full kitchen, bar, and seated dining area. Gramoxin Bittencourt. Hi, how are you? Good, thank you. Come on up and tell us about your plans for the Quincy Hungry Tummy, Inc.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
I'll be helping Nancy, just
Sure.
feels uncomfortable.
Of course, come on up. And your name for the record, please?
Karina Silva.
Okay,
I helped him preparate the work for, the application for the UBCC.
great.
So everybody knows Grim Markson from Quincy Hungry Tummy. He's been around for 4 years, working. He changed locations from 103 to 35 now for more space. it's been takeout, 100% takeout from the get-go. He wants to change that. He wants to have people come in and have a family meal, and the father wants to drink a beer while eating with his family, and that's, not an option right now. So that's why he's building the bar, only 10 seats at the bar, so not like a tavern or a bar really, it's just a family restaurant is what he's proposing.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns regarding Quincy Hungry Tummy, Inc., doing business as Quincy Hungry Tummy for an all-alcohol beverage license? Anyone, any questions, concerns? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns?
Well, I just wanted to say you guys have been doing a very good job.
Thank you.
Maintaining the dumpster and everything, so you guys have been doing great.
Thank you.
Can I ask what the hours are proposed?
Yeah, the hours, like regular hours, 11 to 10 o'clock.
Is that 7 days a week?
Yes.
Okay, thank
What
you.
was the start time?
11.
I'd just like to make sure you see Lieutenant Tarowski and Lieutenant Coughlin that are right here regarding the regulations and this stuff, tips class, certified people for
Okay.
the alcohol.
Yes.
Looking for a motion.
Like to make the motion regarding the request of Hungry Tummy Incorporated, doing business as Hungry Tummy for an all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for the premise located at 35 Franklin Street. Proposed manager, Altina Pereira da Costa. The proposed license premise is a 4,800 square foot of ground level restaurant space featuring a full kitchen, bar, and seating dining area. Brought by Remarks and Bittencourt.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Good luck.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Agenda item number 3, hearing regarding the request of S.G. Kelly Incorporated, doing business as the Crack Pub for an all-alcohol beverage license for the premise located at 536 Washington Street. Proposed manager Sean Leonard. Proposed license premise is a 900 square foot ground level with bar and seating area. There is a basement for storage. Attorney Peter Shuko. Application is submitted because of a failure to renew in 2023. As a result, the bar was closed by the license board on 12/31/22. New application was advertised and abutters were notified. Just wanted to get that on the record, that you have completed the application with the ABCC and are here. And please tell us about what you plan on doing there at the Crack Pub.
Sure, and I do have the
Great.
green cards, you need the butter notices. So good afternoon, my name's Peter Pashuko. I'm here with Sean Leonard, who's the proposed manager, and Mary Ann Kelly, who was a minority shareholder previously, and she's now the majority shareholder in the business. So I'm sure the board is familiar with the Crack Pub, maybe for some positive reasons, maybe for some not so positive reasons. But in any event, the license was not renewed for 2023 due to an oversight, and that led to the realization that the business needed new management and a new ownership structure. So we're going forward with Mary Ann Kelly, who is the mother of Stephen Kelly, who is the previous majority owner and manager. Mary Ann is the owner of Sissy K's, which is a bar and restaurant in Boston and Faneuil Hall. She's been the owner for over 30 years, very, very successful business owner. Sean Leonard here to my right is the new proposed manager of record. He's been involved with the Crack for the past couple of years as a bartender. He's been in the hospitality business essentially his whole life, working at a number of different establishments. He's worked for Mary Ann at Sissy K's over the years as well. So we're confident that once, assuming that the license is approved and the Crack is able to reopen, the management structure will be a little more organized. There won't be oversight or issues arising as they have over the past couple of years. And it's my understanding that there needs to be a series of inspections and we're willing to work with the city to make sure those inspections are completed efficiently and to everyone's appreciation. So just ask that the board consider this application for a new license.
Thank you. Anyone here to speak? No? Is there anybody here? No? Okay, so, yeah, there are some building and fire inspection open items to be resolved prior to the license being issued. The list has been provided to the board members, and obviously, when we vote, it would be contingent on all of that, if in fact it does pass. Does anyone have any board members want to speak on the conditions or the issues?
Do you have a copy of the conditions?
I do not.
Do not.
Thank you.
So I,
We will read these.
You should probably read them.
Yeah.
will do it. This is from the building department. The building department would like to see them add an emergency light in the bathroom, cover the open electrical boxes in the basement, remove the debris in front of the electrical panels in the basement, remove the illegal patio at the rear of the building, and remove the trash at the rear of the building. And there were some comments also from the fire department.
Yeah, from the fire department, you need to add an extinguisher by the rear exit, update the one that's outdated in the basement, replace the oil line from the oil tank.
That was done. I'll get copies for
Okay.
that stuff, yes.
Okay, perfect. And then circuit breakers, they each need to be marked.
That was done, I believe, too. So I'll check and get you what you need for that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So when those items are successfully done, call the fire and building department, we'll do an inspection and
Commissioner Castley?
My comments weren't on here because I clicked on the wrong section. But are you guys having any food at all?
Not at the moment.
No food at all? Okay. So if there is any food and that just changes, just please let us know. One of the conditions is, we have a dumpster ordinance, and the dumpster does need to be fenced in, which I believe right now it's not. And there needs to be active pest control. We've had ongoing issues for the past couple of years there with dumpster overflowing, and rat sightings. So we want to make sure there's a active pest control contract and the dumpster is enclosed.
No, there is no dumpster
No,
at this
it's
time.
all-
So
yeah,
it's
it's
all,
all
and
bad.
then, we've got several complaints over the years about the trash blowing down the street. And we suggest that you get a dumpster and put it in that back area.
Yeah.
That will alleviate the concerns from the people in the neighborhood and in the church as well.
I do know with Father at the church, I've spoken to him a few times. The problem sometimes is the people that live upstairs too, they only have 2 trash barrels. So what's happening is they'll just dump stuff in. Yeah, sometimes it might be us, but if it's us, it's got to do something with beer boxes or something like that. But a lot of the trash that is flowing down the street sometimes comes from there. They're cleaning people out left and right, moving people, new people in and out. So I will stay on top of that and make sure
So-
to get a dumpster in the back. So I know there's a fenced-in area.
To fence it in and put a lock on it
Yes.
for yourselves.
Yes.
Would solve that
I
problem.
know there is an area that is fenced in the back, so I'll make sure, work with everybody and absolutely take care of that.
Okay, great, thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, you're welcome. No, thank you.
And then before opening, just check with our office for an inspection.
Okay.
Looking for a motion.
Well, I just want to
Oh,
ask
yes,
Sean.
of
Sean,
Yeah.
so you're going to be the proposed manager. What are your day-to-day operations going to be? What kind of hours are you going to be working?
I'll be there over 50 hours, probably 40, 50. It just depends. I'll go receive all the deliveries during the day.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back. I'll still be bartending 3 nights a week, hopefully. I'm going to talk to Sissy and maybe hire 2 new people.
Right.
And keep the same hours, 4 to 1. Nothing will change on that part.
So you're not going to open till 1?
4
I mean,
o'clock.
4 o'clock, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
4 o'clock.
yeah, yeah.
So when you're in there during the day, you're just going to be taking orders?
Taking my
doing some
deliveries,
paperwork,
yeah,
And for
cleaning,
most of the time,
paperwork.
you'll be there at night? Oh, yeah. In case you have to field any phone calls or someone comes by, one of the lieutenants comes by, something like that.
Yes, absolutely.
And I
I'll
would
make
say,
sure.
I know you know Lieutenant Tarowski, if you don't mind, on the way out, Lieutenant Coughlin's gonna be, at some point taking over his position, so if you guys could get together and,
Yeah, absolutely. I have no
Introduce
problem.
each other.
I'll give him my phone number and, I'm 10 minutes from the bar in Braintree and I have no problem being there as, if something was to come up and they needed to find me, that's not a problem at all.
The liquor license is 8 AM to 1 PM, 1 AM.
1 a.m.
So,
Is it 8 a.m. to 1 a.m.?
yes, and 10 on Sunday. So,
Afford flexibility.
Yeah,
Existing
rather than,
license.
I don't know what you want to get on the record, but if you say 4, then it's 4 to 1.
Okay.
So if you say 8, you would have to come back and do a change of hours if you were going to. So if you want to,
Would like the flexibility.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
8 to 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
10 a.m. on Sundays.
10 AM on Sundays.
okay, I'd like to make a motion regarding the request of SG Kelly Incorporated doing business as the Crack Pub for an all-alcoholic beverages restaurant license for the premise located at 536 Washington Street. Proposed manager Sean Leonard. The proposed license premise is 900 square feet, ground level with a bar and seating area. There is a basement for storage, brought by Attorney Peter Pescudo.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Sorry if I butchered your name.
That's all right, not the first.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, miss.
Looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the February 14th, 2023 hearing and waive the reading.
Second.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes from the February 14, 23rd hearing and waive that reading.
Second.
And our next hearing will be on March 7th, for a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion. Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.